Now turn to section 4 on page 7.
You will hear a student who is studying food science giving a presentation on a spice called saffron. First, you have some time to look at questions 31 to 40. Now listen carefully and answer questions 31 to 40.
For my investigation into the history and uses of plant products, I have focused on the cultivation and production of saffron, an expensive, bright yellow spice made from crocus flowers. Unlike most other species of crocus, the saffron crocus doesn't flower in February or March, but in October, when it produces fragrant lilac-colored flowers, which are harvested at that time. During the harvest, the flower petals are discarded, and only the stigmas, the 3 dark orange or red-colored reproductive parts of the flower, are commercially used. One person must pick for almost 400 hours to produce just 1 kilo of saffron, and amazingly, to produce just 50 grams, it takes about 14,000 individual stigmas. No wonder the spice is so expensive. After this painstaking harvesting, and to preserve the intensive taste, smell, and color of the product, the stigmas are subject to a process of drying, by which some 98% of their moisture content is removed. This makes it possible to keep saffron on the shelf to be used for many years. The highly prized spice is famous for the flavor and aroma it imparts, which are often compared to that of honey. Saffron is also prized for its rich golden color, which makes food look so tempting and indulgent. If you want to buy some of this fabled spice, you will find that saffron is either sold as whole stigmas or ground up as a powder. Today, saffron is used in both Eastern and Western cuisines to add both color and flavor to an enormous range of recipes, though cooks would agree that it is most commonly added to recipes for the cooking of rice, because somehow it seems to complement such dishes perfectly. It is found to varying degrees in Italian, Spanish, Indian, and Iranian food. Although food preparation is its most common present-day use, medical research indicates that saffron may have important applications as a drug in the clinical treatment of a number of eye disorders. Patients given saffron in their regular diet seem to show remarkable signs of recovery from serious conditions. And although scientists are still unsure of exactly why, recent experiments with laboratory rats have shown saffron to be effective in protecting the animals from damage caused when they are exposed to potentially harmful lights. Now, I'd like to give a few examples of how saffron has been used since ancient times. Some of the earliest evidence of saffron cultivation comes from archaeological excavations dating back 4,000 years on the island of Crete, where paintings and other artifacts have been found indicating that women wore beautiful saffron-colored clothes. This is the earliest evidence of saffron being used as a dye. During the Roman Empire, saffron oil was produced, which, because of both its color and aroma, was used to create cosmetics. But only the wealthiest citizens could afford these. Another use of saffron was to be found in the public baths. There, Saffron was used as a perfume to keep the places smelling fresh and aromatic. It is even said that the streets of Rome were strewn with saffron threads to greet Emperor Nero as an extravagant and sweet-smelling gesture when he made a triumphal entrance into the city. Other parts of the ancient world used saffron extensively. One of the most well-known examples was in Persia, which is modern-day Iran, where saffron was a vital part of the process of manufacturing carpets, being used as a traditional dye along with other natural products like berries and minerals. To end my presentation, I'd like to read out a recipe written by a...
That is the end of Part 4. You now have 1 minute to check your answers to Part 4.